Hey dudes and chicks and neither of those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Make Up for Last Time. My name is Katie. Today is Leg Up Leggings Day. This is the outfit I'm wearing. It looks like this. I got like, let me see if I can give you the second half here. Just a little, no, I can't. So it kind of just goes like that. And I just wanted to do a look using the Royal Highness palette. And the color story looks like this for those of you who haven't seen it. This is my second look with it, so it's nothing new. The sloppy seconds. And if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look or hearing what I said, it's kind of I have a little lesson, a little life lesson that I talk about. And so if you guys are interested in hearing that or finding out how I got this look, then hang out. Okay, so I have one eye primed with my P. Louise primer in Room 02, and I'm going to kind of go back to I'm just going to do one eye and see how I feel about that, how that ends up panning out. Just because I just want to see it, if it actually does, like, save me time during the editing process or whatever. I'm pretty sure that it absolutely does, but let's just find out. Let's fuck around a little bit, and then we'll find out a little bit. I'm going to use my Voldemorphe M506, and I'm going to tell you guys a story, which you'll hear about on my Instagram stories. I'm going to go into the color Hall of Mirrors. And so yesterday I filmed this look, but I didn't have any clean brushes. And so I like ventured to do it. Look at the pigment on this fucking color. It's just crazy. Honestly, it's almost more shocking the second time around because it still is like, I already used it and I still am like, oh my God, look at that. Yesterday I tried to do this look and it didn't work because I didn't have the right brushes. I knew that it was going to be risky and I did it anyways, and it really turned out so, like, I couldn't handle it. Like, I couldn't post it. So I sat there for like an hour, like, debating on whether or not I was going to post it anyway, and and then I finally just decided, like, so I don't know if I've mentioned this here before, but I'm going to use Villanov Place to blend that out. And so this is still a really deep shade, as you know. There's no real transition here from this color to the color I just used. It's actually just a color shift. It's not a depth shift, right? So I'm just clarifying that because you're gonna wanna stay really close to the crease with these colors. If you're gonna stay in this zone of dimension, the mid, then you're going to okay, and now I'm gonna go in with another Voldemorphe M506 because I could not resist using this color to try to blend this out. Now, this is an orange, but it's also a yellow. And this is a green, but it's also a blue. So it's questionable. The call I'm making right now is a questionable call. And I just went too close to the brow. I'm just going 50% on and 50% off with this. Tapping it on. This color is really fucking pigmented. So I knew that this was a risky color combination yesterday when I did it the first time, and I went ahead and did it anyways, which I would have always done, but I did it with bad brushes. Well, not bad brushes, just not the right brushes. And so it made it didn't look terrible, but it was like all the way dark, all the way to the brow. And for me at this stage, that just doesn't work for me anymore. So I'm going in with Villanov Palace. And then I'm going into Hall of Mirrors. that's just what happened. I sat there and I fucked with it in my mind, like mental masturbated it for like an hour, and then I finally just decided like I couldn't upload it like that. I wasn't doing Nomad any favors, I wasn't doing this palette any justice, and I honestly, the pictures didn't look that good to me, so I'm still doing the same color combination, and if it doesn't look good with the right brushes, then it fucking doesn't. But I needed to surround this color with this yellow because it's Leg Up Leggings Day. And I need this mustard seed contrast. So I'm gonna do it anyway, and it's gonna still be grungy. I just didn't want it to be like... See, I can live with that. It looks really close to what it looked like yesterday. It just doesn't look exactly. It was like too fucking much, man. It just went, I had sea green brown in my brows. I just couldn't post it. So here I am today, redoing it, happily redoing it. I am just so gently pulling that up, and then I'm going to go into Hall of Mirrors and I'm going to pull this into the green. And with no additional product. And I mean, all things considered, I actually really like that blend. I mean, when you think like I just barely even did anything. It really is about the brushes. I mean, brushes are everything. I'm gonna get this yellow up here. That blend is fucking sweet. It is so sweet. I'm not gonna fuck with it anymore because I don't want it to get muddy, but okay, so here's the deal. Yesterday I did put Palace of Versailles in the inner corner, but now I kind of want to put the Schönbrunn Palace in the inner corner. I feel like that color Schönbrunn Palace has the ability to really transform any fucking look in this palette. I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, I feel like maybe that light blue. I'm gonna put Palace of Versailles in the inner corner just to use it. It's pretty blue. Yeah, that worked out good. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Either would have looked really good though. And I guess I'm just gonna go in with the same Bold Morphe M506s. And do the lower lash line. And then the Villeneuve Palace. Okay, if you don't tap your brush, you're gonna have a huge mess because it was just actually dusting into parts where I didn't want color, so that kind of sucked. I don't know why I did that. I just forgot. And then I'm gonna go into Schönbrunn Palace, and let's use a Jessup 227 and go into Schönbrunn Palace. Schönbrunn. Yeah. Ooh, this looks really good. I'm fucking jacked about this. Okay. That looks amazing. And honestly, it only took 14 minutes to do one eye. Well, not quite, but... Now I'm gonna use my AOA E131 and apply NYX Glitter Primer. And my Jessup 234, I'm gonna go into the color Royal Orb. Yeah, so, oh, I guess did I cut myself off like mid-stream, mid-sentence? So essentially when I let go of my studio, my salon studio, I went into my natal chart, my astrology chart of the day I was born. It's called your natal chart. And I just looked at like these certain placements to see like what were some things that could give me an edge in my business. If I did this, what would I need to do? And what could I do to like, what were some tips for me to create my own business strategy and my own money-making strategy? And one of the things that I found over and over again is that, I've always been a perfectionist. And so I feel like in my life, there has been a lot of that has been a result of trauma. But I also read in my chart that one of my greatest strengths is my really high standard for excellence and my ability to like achieve perfection in things. And so, oops, as I fucked that up. And so as I was like sitting there, like contemplating whether or not I was going to upload this video that I filmed yesterday of this same look, well, similar look. I mean, honestly, it was almost the same. It just wasn't quite as good. And I thought, so here's the deal. This is that shit. The reason why people like my videos is because my looks are really good. They don't like my videos because fucking whatever. They like that I like always like upload the good shit. And so every hit can't be a home run. That's the truth. But I can like go with my instincts when I don't want to upload a video because the look doesn't meet my standards. And so I scrapped it and now I'm redoing it and I'm really happy about it. I'm using Imperial Crown with my trusty Voldemorphy pencil brush from the Ice Lake collection as my inner corner highlight. Ooh, that really picked that up. God, this is such a good brush for this. And this color has just like the sweetest hint of orange. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's just so perfect. A perfect hint of orange. And then I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to spray it with MAC Fix Plus to get the inner corner as bright as possible. Yeah, and honestly, I feel like this gold color is really just like so Egyptian and like so, I don't know, it just is so royal. It's like, it's royal. It is literally like royalty. So anywhoosies. Oh, and then I'm going to go in with a little teensy tiny my Zoeva 238. And I'm going to just use that color to give myself a little brow bone highlight. I love it. I love that. Here, let me just go in with the Voldemorphy M506 that has Schönbrunn Palace on it. Blend that out. That looks fucking really good. And with my Kaleidos S1, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to blend this all out with no product. All right, I'm going to go finish the rest of my face and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I used those Kara lashes and I don't know what they are. And then I actually did my highlighter and my blush before the look. I used Goji in the Arthurine palette and I used the Prophecy Space Age highlighter I actually, because I knew I wanted to pull the yellow and the green together, so I basically like had everything nailed down before I even did the look. I used my glitzy gold or golden glitz or whatever it is, my NYX Slide On Glide On All Day Hard On in my waterline, and then Notoriously Morbid Resting Beach Face, and then Notoriously Morbid Crystal Topper in Apollo over the top, because it gave it that like orange to like golden shift, which kind of is similar to the Prophecy highlighter shift. I just feel like I'm so much happier with this look, and I feel like the pictures are gonna look great. For me, my makeup really needs to look a certain way, and I feel like I really take my time in my videos to make sure that I show people exactly what I'm doing to get that perfection. And I feel like the difference in this look from today and yesterday is really subtle, but this look makes me joyful, and the look yesterday made me self-conscious. It made me worried. It made me nervous. Like, I don't know how other people are about their makeup, but like that's how I am about my makeup. I feel like wearing makeup isn't this for everybody, but for me, wearing makeup is already a bold statement. It's already a bold move, and it already takes a little bit of courage for me to do it. And so if it doesn't look like up to my standards, then I want to redo it. And so I also did a look yesterday that was super easy, super simple, and I think I'm gonna actually do it for my Instagram. I'm probably gonna film it tomorrow and post it, because the look I did yesterday to replace that look was extravagant and it was really simple. And so I'm gonna show you guys how to do that and get something that's really like above and beyond. Like, my boyfriend was goo-goo eyes over it all night. He actually just texted me and was like, babe, you looked so beautiful yesterday. I could not stop checking you out. And it was because of this simple little like tricky poo. Like, I have a couple little tricks that I use. Like, they're actually like my camping tricks. I use them, some of them when I'm camping. Like, well, in Montana, like camping is like, I don't know. So like when I go like out into a town where it's like old podunk fucking hot springs or whatever, like we're at a hotel, but like it's still like outback fucking hillbilly shit. I use these little tricks to like make myself look a little better. Like if I have to speak at an NA event out in the middle of nowhere or whatever, like just to make myself look a little better. So be looking for that on my Instagram. I feel like this look really does this palette justice, and it really looks something different. I feel like it was really just the difference between that green coming almost all the way to my brow and then really needed to go into my brow to get the yellow effect. And like the difference is like maybe a millimeter, but it just makes so much difference. And so when you're using this palette, don't forget, as I said the first time, look at how used this thing is getting. It's crazy when my palettes get used because they never get used. Remember when you're using this palette to be super careful to stay close to the crease. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. This palette is exciting to me. The fucking shimmers give me joy. The color story gives me life. Like, this orangey golden mustard brown or mustard seed yellow, it makes this entire palette for me. So I feel like this color can go with anything, and I'm definitely going to be like playing around with this some more. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. If you got like halfway through this video and you're like, oh my god, this girl's so pretty till she opens her big fucking mouth, then go check out my Instagram. I don't talk as much on Instagram. And if you were like, don't sugarcoat it, Katie, why don't you tell us how you really feel, then go to my Patreon, because I don't hold anything back on my Patreon. I go live most Fridays at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and that's where you really get the nitty gritty. You can really see the dirty side of Katie because it's unfiltered. I don't get to edit that shit out. So I'm a little, and also I'm a little less careful because I can just be myself on there. I have really dark humor, so like I feel like my dark humor is like triggering for some people, and so I'm not for everybody. I'm not for the faint of heart for sure. So thank you so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later. Slayer.